Today on the channel, our deep dive into the Jakks Deluxe Classic Superstars line continues as we take a look at the Pro Figures exclusive Shawn Michaels and the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Nature Boy Ric Flair. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another deep dive into the world of Jakks Classic Superstars. As you guys know, for well over 2 years now, we've been digging in week after week, every single Tuesday here on the channel, talking something Jakks Classic Superstars. We've been through the solo packs, the 2-packs, 3-packs, exclusives, role-playing, rings, deluxe classic, regular classic. You get the point by now. Every single Tuesday here on the channel, we've been talking classic superstars, and love to have you a part of the fun. As join in and make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, as every single Tuesday we got a new one, and we're down to almost the end. We got a couple weeks left of the Deluxe Classic Superstars, and today we've got the regular series done. Now we're digging into some of the exclusive Deluxe Classic Superstars. Now these, not sold at Toys R Us, not sold anywhere else except for profigures.com, and we'll talk about this one. But first we're going to talk about Ringside Collectibles in the Nature Boy Ric Flair figure, which we got right here. So Ringside Collectibles, of course, no stranger to wrestling figure collectibles to this day. They have been at it for a long time. I think I placed my first order with Ringside back in the 90s. 97, I believe it might have been. So they have been the online staple online for a lot of years. A lot of people know them. They've had a lot of exclusives over the years, especially in the Classic Superstars variety, and I guess regular varieties, Mattel varieties, you name it, they've had a lot. But one of the best ones still to this day for me is the Ric Flair Retirement Edition figure, which we're looking at right here. Beautiful, beautiful. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. Let's talk about it. Deluxe Classic packaging, we know it, we love it. The Toys R Us line continues. It just gives us that same overflow of packaging, which I do appreciate. Now, this came out around the time of Series 5, I believe 2008. Yes, 2008, 2 years before Jakks lost the license to Mattel. This was a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Like I said, you got the sticker right down there below. I believe it says Ringside Fest 2008 right there. Retirement match exclusive, ringsidefest.com. Beautiful Ric Flair, he looks great there in the head sculpt. Beautiful robe, of course, to document that last match he ever had. And then you got the Hall of Fame plaque up there as well, which is very, very cool. Big, big fan of that. Ric Flair, WWE Hall of Famer, it says that on the side. Deluxe Classic, we're used to that packaging by now. And then he's doing patented karate kicks on the side. Everybody's a ninja in the Deluxe Classic Superstars line, as we found out over these last 8-9 videos. Right there, he's doing his gymnastics and things, and you got a little glamour shot. On the back of the package, look at that. There's a nice glamour shot. Flair looking that way, and beautiful. Instead of the big silhouette and all that kind of stuff, the shadow, they got the actual figure there. I really wish they would have done more like this on all the packaging all the way through. I think it would have looked better than that shadow. You guys sound off below if you agree with me on that, but that looks really good with Flair with the robe out like that. Just a fabulous, fabulous figure. And then, of course, you got the blurb right there. We'll read that in a second. And then they're cross-selling Series 5 down below. You got Jim Neidhart. What is that? Buff Bagwell, Diamond Dallas Page, and Snuka. Oh, Kyle's memory is pretty good because his eyesight isn't, but his memory is. So you got those there. Cross-sell, of course. The UPCs, the warnings. Let's read the back, see what it says about the old Nature Boy Ric Flair. I should say this is a nice plaque for the Hall of Fame plaque here, where we did get a Hall of Fame line via Mattel in the early days of Mattel. That was just a little paper insert, so it wasn't as nice as this actual plastic hard good one-and-done mold that they got going on right here for Flair, so I do like that a whole lot. Ric Flair, WWE Hall of Famer, debuted 1972, 243 pounds, 6'1", finishing move, figure 4 leg lock. Titles, WWE Champion, WCW Champion, NWA Champion, United States Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and World Tag Team Champion. And yeah, there it is right there. And probably most marriages for a wrestler as well. I don't know if any wrestler has been married more times than Ric Flair. So he's got a lot of credentials to his name. Exclusive 2008. Very, very cool pack. All these years later, a phenomenal pack and probably one of my favorite Deluxe Classic Superstar figures of all time. Gun to my head. Really, really good with that. I love the robes on the Ric Flair figures. Ric Flair definitely on my Mount Rushmore of favorite wrestlers of all time. I just a lot of years spent watching Ric Flair as a small kid, and when you know you like stuff as a small kid, you usually like it the rest of your life. Holds a special spot, and that's what Ric Flair does for me. But for the next generation, people just a little bit younger than me, Shawn Michaels is their Ric Flair. So I always see how that goes. It's always the turning of the page, and then you, after Shawn Michaels, you got the John Cena fans, then you get some of the others. And that's just the way it goes. And my generation was the best. You guys have been there. That's the way it goes. But Shawn Michaels, another good exclusive via the Jakks Deluxe Classic line, but a little bit of a curveball here. And it's funny how a lot of people have forgotten over the years that this company even existed, but it's profigures.com. Way back in the day, back in the heyday of the classics, you had Ringside Collectibles, you had profigures.com. They both would get different exclusives. Had to pay attention, and one of my favorite packs all time ever in wrestling figure line came from Pro Figures, is that LOD pack, that 2-pack. Absolutely phenomenal pack. Absolutely just amazing. Amazing. But Shawn Michaels here is an interesting one from profigures.com, of course. And this is one of the only ones I know of that actually has the Pro Figures little sticker on the pack. Usually we didn't get that. It was just kind of a regular figure. You didn't know it was an exclusive unless you knew. This one right here says profigures.com exclusive. So I thought that was really cool. You got Shawn Michaels here, though. Beautiful soft goods with him on the Deluxe Classic figure, but then all the title belts is really what makes this thing pop. You got every belt Shawn has held, as he was like the first Grand Slam champion, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure that's the case, and that represents this. This came out in 2009, so once again, we're right at the end of the Jakks days. But very, very cool and very iconic. This is the same outfit we got in Classic Superstars Series 1, the regular edition. Just deluxed up with all the belts, of course, but soft goods with this one. We later got this as a defining moment. Defining moment, entrance great. Take that back. Walk that back, not defining moment. Entrance great from Mattel. We did get that later on down the line. So we've seen this version of Shawn Michaels many times, but I don't know if it's ever been as classy as this one. Classy packaging as the Classic Superstars always does, but all those extra title belts. Now, one thing I've always said on this channel from the get-go with Classic Superstars is title belt-wise, Deluxe Classic Superstars are the greatest belts of all time. But I don't care if we're talking Hasbro, LJNs, other Jakks series, Mattel, Jazzwares, you name it. The Deluxe Classics are absolutely fabulous. The coloring, the looks on them, they look so classy, but they're not expensive. You can get them with the figures. We know there's places, third-party companies that sell belts for $50 for these toys. I'm not paying $50 for a belt. I just can't do it. I can't justify it in my crazy brain. But these, absolutely fabulous. If I ever see these loose at like a toy store or something like that, I pick them up because they're just that good. Just beautiful, beautiful belts here. And I should say you get the World Tag Team title, you get the European title, you get the Intercontinental title, you get the Golden Eagle, and then you get the big old WCW. I was thinking WCW and NWA with this one. But you get beautiful, beautiful title belts with this one. Very cool. Shawn Michaels on the sides. We're used to it, the Deluxe Classics. I'm sure he's doing his, he's doing his kicks, but he's also doing some elbows. So watch out for those elbows on the glamour shots. And on the back, there he is. Once again, we got the return of the Shadow back there. The Shadow Man, Shawn Michaels. You got Shawn Michaels down below. You got a little blurb. We'll read that in a second. Warnings, UPCs, that kind of stuff. Then we got the big cross-sell, but we're not cross-selling a Classic Superstars, which is very, very strange to me. And now my brain is saying, since this was at the end of the line, maybe, Deluxe was already done, so there was really nothing to promote at the time. That's probably the way it went. But we're promoting Deluxe Aggression Series 22. Randy Orton, Triple H, Jack Swagger, CM Punk, Batista, and Christian. Shawn Michaels, 227 pounds, 6'1", finishing move. Good old sweet chin music. Watch out for it. And that's it. That's all we get. It doesn't even say, hey, here's his list of accomplishments. Here's the title belts he's held. We didn't get any of that. So it really, truly is the dying days of the Jakks set. It's the dying days of the Jakks Deluxe Classic set, as we're almost through the entire walkthrough of the entire line. We got 2 or 3 videos left. We got a lot of 2-packs to go through in the Deluxe Classics, so stay tuned for that. We'll be there with those next Tuesday. But if you want to, and you really want to support the channel, you can see this video and a ton of other videos a lot earlier on the Patreon if you want to get a jump ahead. Usually I'm about a week out, a week and a day, some 6 days out. So you can always get ahead on your Jakks Classic Superstars if you would like to, plus all the other exclusive videos and exclusive content on the Patreon. And best of all, you support the channel, so there's your opportunity. But if you're not going to do that, you might as well thumbs up the video here. Subscribe, hit the old notification bell as well. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So we got another Jakks Deluxe Classic under our belt. We'll be back next Tuesday with another time of Jakks Deluxe Classic Superstars. And until then, I'm Kyle, and I will see you guys all real soon.